I've been thinking about how we're gonna do this here, and I do have an idea, and I'm very curious on what you guys are gonna come up with because of this. So VelociPastor.
Oh yeah, man, that slipped my mind.
VelociPastor is an hour and 10-minute movie.
Amazon Prime, baby.
Yeah, is pure what the hell, and like it's just when you think it's like, man, they couldn't do a better job at purposely making a terrible movie. Boy, are you in for a freaking treat! Like they outdo themselves. Especially, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but definitely the last fight scene.
Oh yeah, I can get it.
Yeah, I want to hear
we got the plot, the descript, not the plot, but the description and
the Amazon Prime description.
The Amazon Prime description is one of the best things ever. Let me pull this up real quick.
While you're pulling that up, so this is how this is going to go. When after Nightmare reads the description, I want you guys to give a one sentence. I would say no longer than 10 words, like a one sentence review or first reaction based off the movie.
Good. That's good.
So it's like short and sweet, but I want to see how you guys would describe it in a short sentence.
All right, I can do it right after I read the description.
All right, let's hear the description.
All right, description this is on Amazon Prime. This is what they gave Amazon Prime to tell their potential viewers. After losing his parents, a priest travels to China, where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. At first horrified by his new power, a prostitute convinces him to fight crime and ninjas. It just
the ninjas are actually in the description.
Yes, it says but that's the sentence. There's a period after to fight crime, and then the whole sentence is and ninjas. That's not.
Wow, I'm pretty sure my high school English teacher marked me down a half letter grade for writing some shit like that.
Yeah, I could go off on probably a 45-minute rant, but just about the ninjas in this movie, just how white and not authentic they are.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna give my one sentence review, it would be, this movie is unaware, and then it becomes very aware.
Oh, that's a good. I'd say that's a good description.
Yeah, that's mine. So Goichi, what you got?
Okay, for me,
Goichi's gonna go. All right.
Of course, it's another themed Asian movie with no Asians except maybe one guest Asian there. But yeah, it's the Last Samurai scenario. It's the Dragon Ball Z. It's the Avatar. You know, I'm not bitter about it at all. But anyways, so my one sentence for this would be it's something I don't regret watching with my buddies, but I'll never watch it again.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'll pass it over to Beef now.
Sorry, we said 10 words, right?
Oh. It just
around 10 words. You don't have to be strict to it.
All right.
But the point is for a quick sentence.
Yeah.
What year did it come out? To make sure.
Too soon. 2019.
Best comedy of 2019. Is that too? No, of 2019. With cancel culture existing.
That's
okay. That's good.
I don't know if I need to elaborate on that. I will. But
elaborate on cancel culture.
So I feel like a lot of comedy is dying, where you can't make fun of things anymore. So for me, when Nightmare and I were talking about, we talked about this probably way too much, where we're like, man, we reference comedies and it seems like it's getting, that was like 90s now and 2000s. Yeah. And you're like, man, and I'm not saying there aren't good comedies out, but it used to be much more constant, and now it feels like random. And so the cancel culture is kind of remnant, where this, going off of what he said about the awareness, and this movie realized the budget sucked and where it was and what they could produce, and they really went into, like, I don't know how it wasn't considered a horror comedy. Yeah. Like, it was like I had so many good laughs where I felt like it was worth it. So I considered it a comedy.
Yeah. It literally, like, it was unaware that it was going to be a good bad movie, and then I feel like they saw in full, like, when they got to the scenes where they're going to shoot the the Velociraptor in full
The VelociPastor?
the VelociPastor in full frame, that they realized that, oh, this is going to be really bad.
Yeah.
And so they just went full blown aware, good bad movie aware.
The build up.
Yeah, just
best CGI, by the way. Best CGI I've ever seen.
there was no CGI. That was all practical effects.
We're about to lose all our viewers by next week, man. Check out that movie, guys.
We went up one.
My take on this movie. I've been trying to think. I think if anybody goes back and watches our review or our live stream of watching this, you might. I don't know if I yelled it or I screamed it when it happened, but I certainly thought it. So my review would be. I think I can probably keep it to 2 or 3 words here, but Hunchback VelociPastor.
Oh yeah,
because at the seriously, that last fight scene really got me because I lost my absolute shit. Like just watching that last fight sequence was. I might have to go back and just watch it just for pure comedy's sake, just to make me laugh again because. Yeah. It was like Hunchback and Notre Dame meets Jurassic Park.
So you know that T-Rex suit that's like super viral and like TikToks and everything.
Oh yeah, inflatable
like,
that would have been better.
That was more realistic.
That costume is more realistic and better than the one that was in this movie. Like
they literally could have put Barney in there, and it would have been more believable.
Well, I showed my wife that first scene where one of the first scenes where I still think. You totally forget about it, but it's like it sets a tone of the movie is where his parents blow up, and it says like VSX. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry. Yeah. VSX explosion, and I showed my wife that, and I was like, I don't even think we needed to keep going, but man, I thought about that, and I was like, man, that set a tone like the rest of the movie for sure.
We knew what we were in for after that point.
Yeah. You imagine this car burning. We're not gonna put it in there. Yeah. You can imagine what's happening right now.
Dude, respect to them, honestly, for making a bad movie, but like understanding how to keep people's attention.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they kept.
It's freaking amazing, dude.
Because I really loved the and again, spoiler alert, the character arc where his brother is, or it's almost like an arc where his brother is like is neglected. Yeah, I think that is. Well, it's like he's like in the car and they're all hugging, and he's just like his head just like pops up.
You're my only son.
He's like standing in the doorway. He's like right next to the kitchen table, but it's like oh yeah, I forgot I had a brother.
When his dad is like, "You're my only son."
Yeah.
He's in the back seat like, "Aww."
They kind of like kept it fourth wall in a way with, or not, maybe it's not fourth wall, but that was like an Uncle Ben. You said it. You said when we were watching it.
Oh yeah.
But it was like an Uncle Ben moment, and they were totally playing off of that. And dude,
with like the white background.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what they were doing though. I mean, kudos to them because they knew exactly what they were doing when they did that, and I think that just actually makes the movie better. But yeah, definitely it's definitely one of those things where it's like I probably won't go rushing back to watch VelociPastor. If I had an hour and 10 minutes to do something, I think there's some other movies I'd probably go back and watch first. But I definitely would recommend if you want a good laugh and you just kind of want to let go and not have to really follow a storyline all that far, because dear Lord knows they keep reminding you of everything every time the ninjas come. But
good movie night with family.
And we're using that word ninjas very loosely.
Yeah, no, as in like ninjas, as in like this is like Beverly Hills, like the white ninja.
Yeah.
Remember
for everybody.
Remember the people, the ninjas that were training, and they were just like,
yeah,
but they would add the sound effect.
Yeah.
There's like that one guy's just standing there the whole time too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like what interests me after you guys, if for our viewers, if you watch it, was what was crazy is how much you could really go into a binge on this, because there was all these like stupid named ones where
reference.
It's like when they named it or came up with they're like, we need something so ridiculous, but then so like where it piques interest. It's real, there's a fine line of like, this is such a dumb. Like there was one I think where it was like a microwave that ate people, and it's like
there's a sofa that ate people.
Yeah, or sofa and ate people, and it's like I was like, damn, that like I just saw the picture, the and I was like that thumbnail.
I can read the other.
Pretty much all those categories that fall under the movie, VelociPastor. It's pretty much it could be a segment of like, okay, what can you guess what drugs the director and the writers were on when they made this movie?
Yeah,
like that's how ridiculous it is.
So literally, I'm looking at the Prime right now, Amazon Prime right now, and the customers also watched that. That's what we were looking at.
Oh yeah.
So first one, Lamageddon.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was an interesting one. Yeah, it's a pinata.
Yeah. Oh, that's on there. Killer Pinata.
Oh, that's a different one.
It's a different one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the next one, Jesus Christ, Vampire Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's like.
And then
That's money.
and then Killer Sofa.
Killer sofa.
And then let's see the last one.
Dude, that would make me paranoid your sofas.
Clown NATO.
Oh yeah.
Clown
Dude,
NATO.
Clown
Nado's
NATO.
interesting.
That's got
That's
a
not
really
as funny as it sounds.
story timeline.
But the pic of the clowns was like, and clowns are already a little disturbing. So like, to be in a tornado, and then I imagine like that's the last thing I see is like a bunch of clowns like
Falling from the sky.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I swear, if we get one of those here in the Midwest, you guys will see me in the next 24. Within the next 24 hours, I'll be hauling ass in my Honda CRV back home and getting away from that. Okay.